Welcome
to the Bring Me to Life podcast.
It's time to wake up
and shine on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Bring Me to Life podcast. We're doing big cats today. And of course, we have myself, Selomon and Shannon Shine.
What up, humans? Thanks for waking up and shining on with us. Looking forward to this discussion on the big cats. We got some of my favorites like the tiger, the cheetah, the panther, and the lion, which I feel like I radiate all kinds of big cat energy. So I'm here for this.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, waiting for that to come out. Yeah, we're actually going to include some of the cats in last episode, but we decided to make them their own episode.
Because they're powerful and there's so many good ones.
Mm-hmm. There are so many good ones. And we have a quattro here today for all of you. And so we're going to talk about the tiger. We're going to talk about the cheetah. We're going to talk about the lion. We're going to talk about the panther, which the panther is technically a jaguar. Ooh. For those who didn't know. So we'll get a little more into that. But what's the first animal you would like to talk about first, Shannon?
Let's talk about the tiger, because the tiger is known in many different cultures. I also recently did a tiger painting. I've done several tiger paintings. I've always been really drawn to their stripes and their beauty, and they're just such majestic creatures. And Definitely. They've been symbolized for their majesticness in, again, many different cultures. They most commonly seem to represent strength and immortality. And though tigers are often seen as predators, they're actually more like shapeshifters, and they have the ability to adapt to the energy around them and transmute the energy around them. So if they are put in an environment where they have access to other food, they're much more calm and would like to, inhabit areas that are where they don't need to be predators. I guess that's why some people have had pet tigers in different realities. But tigers are often worshipped for their power and their courage, and they have played major roles in ancient and modern folklore. They often represent places like India, China, and Japan, and they've just become a really important part of their different cultural identities through various beliefs. And they're sometimes associated with good luck and said to keep evil spirits away. So many cultures like to keep artwork, statues, and other offerings to the tiger totem to help bless their space. And I believe as we're recording this, we're actually in the year of the tiger in Chinese tradition.
Oh, interesting. I remember in that one movie about the dude lost on a boat. The Life of Pi?
Life of Pi.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, the tiger in that story.
So, yeah, I just remember the tiger being a huge part of that story, and that kind of they're very powerful, very strong, beautiful animals. And they're also, a symbol of the Detroit Tigers in Detroit. So what's up?
They like them big cats.
They do like the big cats for sure.
That's funny. But yeah, I've always really loved tigers. When I was a kid, I always used to have dreams of wanting a white tiger with bright blue eyes. And I wonder if in a past life I had a pet tiger or a tiger companion of sorts that was a white tiger. For a while, I had a black and white kitty friend that I felt like channeled the energy of a big white tiger. He was a rather fierce kitty.
Oh, for sure. I have marks from that kitty still. Also, shout out to that cat.
Yeah, I'm Romeo.
Cool. Well, is it okay if we get into the next one?
Yeah, you want to tell us about some cheetahs?
Yeah, let's get into some cheetah talk. The cheetah is a mystical cat that represents speed and strength. A lot of these cats are going to represent strength. The cheetah is definitely one of the fastest ones. They are considered the most grounded of all the cats. They have very distinct spots. They're very muscular and strong and super duper agile. Not only are they the fastest animal on one of the fastest on land, they also have amazing eyesight. So when the cheetah comes into your life, there is often a sign of opportunity, patience, and knowing when to act, as well as being able to stay focused on your goals and feel confident in your abilities. You see a cheetah running, they're just they just like exude confidence while they're running.
I mean, when I wear cheetah print, I feel pretty confident. I feel like you almost have to be pretty confident to rock cheetah print with pride.
Yeah. And you look confident. I think you look great in cheetah print.
Cheetah print for the win.
Yeah, for sure. Now let me find where I was.
Threw you off with cheetah print discussion.
Yeah. But when the cheetah comes into your life, it's a sign of opportunity, patience when knowing to act, staying focused, like I said. If you wish to have the ability to react better in negative situations, then it's a good idea to call upon the cheetah. And the cheetah is a good energy to call into your home or your space because it'll help you to stay aligned with your goals and your dreams.
Yeah. Going back to wearing cheetah print, I usually am like on a mission or determined to do something, or I want to like radiate that sacral solar plexus energy, call upon that cheetah print. My one grandma loved cheetah print, and she would like wear it on her days that she needed to feel extra sassy and like powerful. So channeling the inner cheetah.
Yeah. Your family knew what was up. They were already doing it without really even like knowing for sure.
I think it's funny because my one aunt used to pick on her, but now she like has hidden
her own cheetah print.
Yeah, it's like hidden. It's like
underneath like her
like the inside
coat.
of her slippers and the inside of her coat. She's rocking her inner cheetah.
She's like, I'm gonna be cheetah print, but on the inside.
It's a funny power move.
Yeah. So tell us about this next one. I know the lion is a thing that you have a lot of connections with.
So the lion is just throughout the universe known as this majestic king or queen in many forms. It's just a very royal figure that has been ingrained in many of us as humanity. We often talk about like the lion and the lamb and different spiritual connections, especially Christianity. They have a lot of representation of the lion and the lamb. And we're going to talk about sheeps and lambs and things. Actually, in our next episode, we're going to do farm creatures. I know that might not sound exciting, but there's a lot of good content there.
It really was like while I was going through it.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next episode, so stay tuned for that. But for the lion, it's just known as this royal figure. And from the zodiac to the jungles, those that connect with the lion are just typically drawn to leadership and courage and strength. And in ancient times, their majestic mane, I mean, even in current times, their mane kind of represents the energy of the sun, like the male lions with their big manes. And it brings this intense raw power, again, of courage and sometimes just a natural aggressiveness, like that primal instinct energy of a lion. And according to various texts, the lion has just often represented royalty and the gods and the goddesses of the times, especially in Middle Eastern regions. They often had lion companions. Like an example would be Ishtar. She had like a lion-drawn chariot, and I think Inanna, if I said her name right, she stands on the backs of two female lions, and that's kind of like her representation. And these energy just kind of ingrains in us this idea of strength and authority. Like if you can tame a lion, or if you are connecting with a lion spirit, then you just have this power to you. And this connection really just intensifies as you work with the lion magic. In Chinese, I think Buddhist energy, they portray the lion as a creature of great majesty, and they believe that lions would protect humans from ghosts and demons. So they would incorporate a lot of it into their architecture. I think in Tibet, they would also have like lions. I think it's why a lot of people have those like lion statues. I have a set of lion statues, but people started doing that because it was supposed to protect their home and to keep spirits and demons away and like darkness away.
Yeah, makes sense. So, like if you think of in some of the movies, like Chronicles of Narnia, the lion portrayed in that movie is like a very protective, like, and the one creature that was like the queen was scared of was that lion.
That big lion, yeah. Well, having the lion as a spirit animal or as a protector, it's a sign that this majestic being is really pushing you to have more strength and vitality yourself. They will often show up for those that need to take on a leadership role or are looking for a leader. And the male lion is what we often think of with his big mane and its majesticness. And of course, who didn't watch Lion King as a kid? But the female lion is actually considered even more powerful. The lioness is the queen of their pride. The one that the main lioness that mates with like the typical male of a pride is actually who's in charge. And if she gets mad at their pride,
she'll bite his balls.
She will not only will she attack them, all of the other female lions will follow whoever the queen's lead is. So we often think of king of the jungle, but if he pisses her off, then he's done. If you have 12 big female lions coming at you, man, like you're donezo. I've seen multiple videos of that. It kind of went down a TikTok board, I'm not gonna lie, and it was just like these majestic prides and like this king lion thinking he's in charge, but female lionesses are super powerful, and they also offer the energy of knowing how to care for your pride and to bring community and unity and cooperation. Because think of wrangling cats. That's kind of a joke I use a lot, like, oh, I'm just herding cats over here. But the queen of her pride has to wrangle so many cats, both big and little. So when a lion accompanies you in life, it's time to really banish fear and to step into your own self-expression and to remain humble. And the feline can just generally teach you so much about handling your power with the greatest degree of effectiveness, like tapping into that inner lion when you need strength or courage or power or protection. And I'm definitely a Leo through and through, so I've always really just loved lion energies. I have like so many lion paintings that I've created over the years, actually. It's like one of my main go-to creatures when I need inspiration.
Just looking at you, there are definitely multiple lion paintings and posters.
Sitting in a little corner of my studio, surrounded by many lions.
I think that's awesome. And also shout out to Detroit again. Detroit Lions.
Your Michigan lion creatures.
I just think it's so cool, but very powerful. And I think it's so cool just the depth of connection you have with lions. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, when my hair gets all natural and crazy, I have like a big lion's mane. And I don't know. My dad was also a Leo, and he had one tattoo, at least that I remember, and it was this big outline of a lion on his shoulder. So like when he would hold me as a baby, I remember like staring into the eyes of this lion creature, and it just always made me feel safe and protected, and it's been an animal that has stuck with me.
Absolutely. So we have one more big cat here. It's going to be the panther.
Ooh.
So panthers, like I said earlier, they are a type of jaguar, and if you look closely in the right type of light, you can see they do have spots on them. Even the black panthers do, which is very interesting. They usually have all black coats that help them to hide in the darkness. So if you're looking to face any shadow, if you're looking to face any darkness, the panther is a good creature to connect with. It's also a symbol of the hero's journey. So I think we all kind of have a hero's journey. If you're currently working on yours, then the panther is a very powerful animal to have along with you. They are a master of disguise. They can stay hidden in the shadows. Egyptian priests wore panther tails to give them strength and safety during their rituals.
I'm like, how did they get those tails? That's pretty crazy.
It would be scary going against a panther, but like, do what you gotta do. Like, it was also in Greek mythology. There was a panther who protected the. It was a daughter of a Greek goddess, and their name was Io. They were the priestess of Hera in Argos, so they were apparently protected by a panther. In their natural habitat, black panthers can move over short distances, so they're not like cheetahs where they can run a long time. They're very good in short bursts. They can be very quick, leading to the symbolic meaning of being swift and graceful in your action. And anytime you need to make a quick decision, you can call upon the panther. I see you smiling.
I'm laughing because I resonate with a black cat that is very much a black panther to me, and they are not graceful at all. But he does like to move fast in short bursts.
Most of the time, cats are usually graceful, but also they can kind of represent their owners in some ways.
He's very clumsy like me.
So panthers, they're very connected to the moon. They're like a moon animal. And so they kind of represent the mysticism of that and also being able to feel safe in darkness. So like when you have moonlight, you feel a little more safe because you have that light there. They're also sensitive to vibrations that others can't really feel. And so it helps them to be in touch with their sensual, sexual self. So if a Black Panther is starting to come into your life, it could be a sign that your love life is about to heat up.
Juicy.
Juicy deets.
Man, I just love big cat energy. They're all so majestic in their own right and have just such a power to them. And I'm glad that we gave them their own episode. I know there's other cats that we could have included, like the mountain lion and different forms of jaguars.
So many cats.
So many kitties.
So big cats.
Shout out to the big kitty energy. We would love to know, what big cat energy do you resonate with? Again, most of these creatures resonate pretty hardly with the sacral and solar plexus energies, since I'm a chakra person.
They do resonate with them.
Yeah, so it's that inner confidence and releasing guilt, shame, and being able to energize yourself. And I always think of big cat energy especially in the sacral, when you need confidence and creativity and swiftness, but also in solar plexus because they typically travel in prides and they have community.
They're
and
family oriented.
They're family oriented creatures for the most part. So
yeah, I think Panther, from what I read, was more of like a on its own type of cat.
Yeah. So
compared to like the lion, like you said.
So if you're like
prides.
A solo journeyer, maybe you resonate more with the panther. If you like to have a pride in a community and be a leader, maybe more of the lion-esque energy. Tigers, I think they usually go in pairs in mates situations. So.
There can be ligers too.
Oh man, don't even get us started. I went down that whole portal.
It is a real thing, in case you're wondering.
There's ligers and there's like janthers, and there's like they do interbreed. They make, oh man, we could do a whole episode on that chaos. It fall down that portal, I dare you. Anyway, so that was our big cats episode. We do have a bunch of other amazing podcasts at bringmetolife.com with the number 2. The network's doing some big things. Super excited about that. We've got some moves happening that we'll talk about more after this series, I believe. And I do want to give a shout out to one of our affiliates, New Leaf Naturals. They have
CBD,
a
CBG, CBN, CBC.
All the things. If you're looking for a positive experience, they have versions for sleep, energy, focus, all of that fun stuff. Go to newleafnaturals.com and use the code Bring Me to Life, and you'll get a discount and also be able to support us. So, we were able to try a few of the different products. I really enjoyed them. The sleep one definitely helped me sleep. And
some of the best sleep I've had, actually. Like,
yeah, I need some more of that. But you can check that out. Want to give
tinctures,
them a shout out.
They got little jelly pills that you can take.
They have like a muscle rub thing. There's so many good things on that website.
Rub-a-dub.
Go check them out. Give us a shout out.
Use the code Bring Me to Life, no spaces.
Yeah, and if you have a product that you feel isn't aligned with our mission, or you would like to be a part of the network in any way, reach out to us at projectbringmetolife@gmail.com, or just go to the website, go to the contact page. It's probably the easiest way to do it. We are on various social medias. Give us shout outs and tags there, and stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to talk about some
farm animals.
Farm creatures. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, please stay awake.
And shine on always.
For many of us, spirituality is just the quest to find essence or true meaning, and to really just connect with a higher consciousness.
Connecting with your spirituality is very important in this life. By becoming mindful of all of it, you can realize where you are and if that is leading you to where you want to go.
Listen to the little simple things, because it's those little simple things that are going to shift you vibrationally in such a way that will prepare you to become very intuitively minded and ready to step forward on the next part of your path.
I hope you can feel the love that's inside you, it's inside me, that connects us.
Thanks for shining on with us.